My beloved brothers, my dear sisters, honored guests and beautiful souls sitting here and listening around the world. Today I want to speak to hearts burdened by pain, to minds troubled by memories, to lives held hostage by moments that have passed but still live inside you. I want to speak to the person who has been hurt and the person who has hurt others. I want to speak to the one who cries silently at night, carrying wounds no one sees. And I want to speak to the one who prays that others overlook their flaws, but struggles to overlook the flaws of others. Today, I want to ask one powerful question. Will you forgive, or do you only want to be forgiven? Because my brothers and sisters, we all love mercy when we are the ones who need it. We all love kindness when we make mistakes. We all love compassion when we fall. But when we are wronged, suddenly mercy becomes difficult. Suddenly kindness feels heavy. Suddenly forgiveness feels impossible. And yet we want it for ourselves. Isn't that contradictory? Isn't that a conflict between what we want and what we are willing to give? Every single one of us sitting here has wronged someone. Every single one of us has spoken words we shouldn't have spoken. Every one of us has caused disappointment in the hearts of someone who cared for us. Every one of us has made mistakes, sometimes small, sometimes large, sometimes so heavy that we feel embarrassed to even remember them. But we hope, oh yes, we hope with tears in our eyes and heaviness in our hearts that the Almighty will forgive us. We hope that those we hurt one day forgive us. We hope life gives us another chance. We hope people see the goodness in us beyond our mistakes. Then why, when others wrong us, do we hold their mistakes like trophies? Why do we replay their errors in our mind over and over again? Why do we turn a moment into a lifetime punishment? Why do we act as though we have never erred? Why do we forget our own flaws when pointing at someone else's? My brothers and sisters, forgiveness is not easy. It is not weak. It is not passive. It is not foolish. Forgiveness is strength of the soul. Forgiveness is courage. Forgiveness is healing. Forgiveness frees you more than the other person. When you forgive someone, you are not declaring them right. You are declaring yourself free. Free from bitterness, free from anger, free from emotional imprisonment. I know some hearts here are hurting deeply. Someone betrayed you. Someone abandoned you. Someone lied to you. Someone you trusted disappointed you. Someone you loved broke you. Someone insulted you, defamed you, humiliated you. Someone spoke to you in a way you didn't deserve. Someone shattered your expectations. Someone caused scars you still feel. You are not weak for feeling hurt. You are not foolish for caring. You are human. And emotions are real. Tears are real, pain is real, but remember, your response determines your elevation. Your reaction determines your peace. Your heart determines your dignity. Some of you are carrying pain that has been sitting in your heart for years. You remember what happened as if it happened yesterday. Every time you close your eyes, the wound opens again. Every time someone mentions that person, your heart clenches. Every time you think of them, you relive the moment. Ask yourself, how long will you allow what happened to continue hurting you? How long will you hold on to a fire that burns only you? How long will you drink the poison of anger expecting the other person to suffer? Forgive, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. But someone here will say, how can I forgive someone who destroyed me? How can I forgive someone who never apologized? How can I forgive someone who doesn't care? My beloved, forgiveness is not about them. It is about you. Forgiveness does not mean you trust them again. Forgiveness does not mean you allow them back into your life. Forgiveness does not mean you accept their behavior. Forgiveness means you release the pain and hand the matter to the Almighty, who is the most just. Forgiveness means you stop punishing yourself for someone else's crime. And for the person who is sitting here thinking, I don't need forgiveness, I haven't hurt anyone, I remind you gently, we all have weaknesses. We all have moments where we said the wrong thing. We all have moments when we ignored someone, neglected someone, took someone for granted, sometimes without realizing, sometimes knowingly, sometimes while thinking we were right. So be humble. You will need forgiveness. You will need mercy. You will need understanding. So learn to give it before the day you beg for it. Tell me, when you cried alone, when you felt lost, when you felt ashamed of who you were, didn't you hope the Almighty would forgive you? Didn't you hope the people around you would give you a second chance? Didn't you hope someone would say, it's okay, people make mistakes, I forgive you? Then be that person for others. Some people say, if I forgive, they will think they won. Let me tell you something powerful. Forgiving does not make them superior. It makes you greater than your pain. The true winner is the one who gains peace, not the one who holds grudges. There are parents here who have hurt their children, and there are children who have hurt their parents. There are siblings who haven't spoken in years. There are friends who were once inseparable but now avoid each other. There are spouses who live under one roof but not in one heart. There are partners who carry resentment deeper than love. There are neighbors who don't greet each other. There are relatives who turn celebrations into bitterness. Why? Because of pride, because of ego, because of stubbornness, because someone refuses to say sorry, because someone refuses to forgive. This life will end. Every prideful heart will eventually soften, either by wisdom or by the grave, before that day arrives. Soften your heart willingly. A heart that forgives is far superior to a heart that remembers every wrong. Do not wait for someone else to take the first step. The one who apologizes first is braver. The one who forgives first is stronger. The one who forgets negativity first is wiser. The one who rebuilds the relationship is richer. Richer in heart, richer in soul, richer in reward. Some of you are thinking, but I have forgiven before and they hurt me again. Learn the difference. Forgive, but don't allow repeated abuse. Forgive, but don't hand over your dignity. Forgive, but learn. Forgive, but grow. Forgiveness doesn't mean you let someone walk over you. Forgiveness means you rise above what they did to you. Someone hits you twice, you don't stand in the same place waiting for a third strike. Protect yourself, but do not carry hatred. Protect your heart from harm, but protect your soul from revenge. And hear this clearly, some people you must forgive and let go. Not every person belongs in your life. Some are lessons, not companions. And if you are the one who wronged someone, then don't hide your mistakes behind excuses. Go apologize, go seek forgiveness. A sincere apology is not humiliation, it is purification. Saying I am sorry does not make you smaller, it makes you honorable. And if your apology is rejected, then you did your part. The Almighty sees your sincerity and will not waste your humility. Do not allow your ego to destroy relationships that genuinely matter. There are people you love whose absence will break you. There are people you argue with today whose silence tomorrow will hurt more than their words ever did. There are people you take for granted now whom you will one day wish you had hugged a little tighter, listened a little longer, appreciated a little deeper. Forgive before they are gone. Because when the moment of departure arrives, it's too late to say, I should have forgiven. Regret is heavier than anger. Loss teaches what refuses to learn. Imagine standing at someone's grave and realizing your ego spoke louder than your love. Imagine wishing you said, I forgive you, when you had the chance. Imagine replaying in your mind the last conversation, the last fight, the last cold moment, but now you can't change it. And imagine knowing that the only person hurting now is you. Do not let ego write a story that your heart will cry over. Life is short, hearts are fragile. And you never know which moment will be the last moment. So today, right now, if there is someone you need to forgive, let the forgiveness begin in your heart. And if there is someone you need to apologize to, prepare your words, prepare your courage, prepare your humility. Forgiveness is healing. Holding hatred is self-damage. Anger is a burden. Bitterness is poison. Love is strength. Mercy is beauty. Compassion is light. And the one who forgives shines brighter than the one who harms. Never forget that the Almighty forgives sins greater than anything people commit against you. If the Creator forgives me and you for our darkest moments, how can we not forgive a fellow human for their temporary mistake? My brothers, my sisters, let me tell you something powerful. When you forgive, the Almighty prepares forgiveness for you. When you let go of pain, the Almighty opens doors you never expected. When you cleanse your heart from grudges, your life becomes lighter, your prayers become softer, your sleep becomes peaceful, your smile becomes real, and your soul becomes calm. Some hearts here have been heavy for too long. Today, release it. Say it quietly inside your soul, I forgive. Say it even if the tears fall. Say it even if the pain shakes you. Say it even if the memory still hurts. Say it because the Almighty sees your effort. Say it because you deserve peace. Say it because you need to move forward. Say it because one day you will ask for that same mercy. And if someone has forgiven you, appreciate it, honor it, don't take advantage of it. Don't repeat the same mistake. Don't turn their kindness into pain. When someone trusts you again, protect that trust like a treasure, because once that trust breaks again, rebuilding becomes much harder. For those thinking, I am scared to forgive, what if they hurt me again? Then forgive, but keep your boundaries. You do not need to expose yourself to harm to be forgiving. Protect your heart while purifying your soul. Sometimes the most powerful forgiveness is silent forgiveness. The kind where you forgive in your heart, move forward, and leave the matter to your Creator. You don't need to announce forgiveness to everyone. Forgive quietly and live loudly. I want each heart listening to remember this. The day will come when you stand before the Almighty and your deeds will be brought forth. You will hope desperately that the Almighty does not hold on to every wrong you ever did. You will pray for mercy. You will hope that those you wronged forgive you. Then ask yourself now, while you are alive, are you willing to give the same mercy you are asking for? Do not wait for the funeral to soften your heart. Do not wait for your last breath to wish you forgave earlier. Do not wait for tragedy to teach you what wisdom can teach you today. Forgive before time forces you to forgive. Forgive before life humbles you. Forgive before you need forgiveness more desperately than you can imagine. People are not perfect. You are not perfect. The person beside you is not perfect. We are all trying. Some try and fall. Some try and break. Some try and fail before succeeding. Be gentle with people. Be patient. Be understanding, because one day you will wish someone was gentle with you. One day you will hope someone overlooks your flaws the way you overlook theirs. And always remember this profound truth. Forgive others to lighten your heart, and seek forgiveness to cleanse your soul. Before you leave today, I want you to do something quiet. Fly inside your chest. Think of a person you have struggled to forgive and release them. Say it inside you, I forgive you. It might hurt. It might shake you. Tears might fall. But let your soul breathe again and think of a person you hurt. Promise yourself today, before you sleep, you will message them, call them, or sincerely ask the Almighty to soften their heart and forgive you. Humility is not humiliation. Humility is nobility. You are not lowering yourself when you apologize. You are raising your soul. You are not losing anything by forgiving. You are freeing yourself. You are not weak for letting go. You are strong for choosing peace over pain. Tonight, go home and free someone from the prison of your heart, and free yourself from the chains of past hurt. Tonight, breathe lighter than yesterday. Tonight, choose peace. Tonight, choose compassion. Tonight, choose mercy, because when you forgive, the Almighty writes forgiveness for you. When you show mercy, mercy awaits you. When you soften your heart, your life softens. May your heart heal. May your relationships mend. May your wounds close. May your pride fall where humility rises. May you forgive and be forgiven. May peace enter your life, like light enters a dark room, slowly at first, then suddenly illuminating everything. Tonight, ask yourself one final time, will you forgive, or do you only want to be forgiven? May you choose forgiveness. May you choose peace. May you choose love. May you choose a heart that reflects the mercy you hope for one day. And may the Almighty make it easy for every soul struggling to forgive and every soul longing to be forgiven. Ameen.